running Krug 1313 here with a saltwater water change on my 40-gallon breeder reef tank. Just want to say one important thing before I begin. You always want to make sure that you scrub your hands under some hot water, not scalding hot where it's actually hurting you, but hot enough. Scrub your hands and your arms because they're going to be going into the tank. So what I've already gone ahead and done is mixed my salt water with RODI and my salt mix. And I've tested it against the tank's parameters and it all matches. So you're going to need your bucket. I use a 5-gallon. I do a 5-gallon water change every 2 weeks. That just keeps my parameters all in check, my calcium levels and whatnot, and just the overall quality of the water in my tank. So you want your 5-gallon right here. This has the salt water in it ready to go in, and then a bucket for your water that you're taking out of your tank. I have a reef keeper which I have set to standby, which gives me 15 minutes to work with. I have it set for 15 minutes, which shuts down all my pumps so they don't run dry as the water level goes down. So without further ado, let's get into this water change, guys. So this right here is a gravel vacuum. This is what I use to take the water out with. So let's get started here. Okay, so what I want to do is take this gravel vacuum and set it into the tank here. Now this one actually starts itself when you move it up and down. It starts sucking out water from the tank, or at least it should. Here we go. Okay, so it starts the siphon on its own. It has a little ball in there that kind of keeps the water flowing there. So what you want to do is just kind of get small little particles out of your tank. Any areas where you notice any buildup of fish waste, stuff like that. Some people will vacuum their sand bed. I tend not to. Maybe like once a year I'll just kind of in a couple spots put this in here and suck some water out in a couple spots, but rarely do I ever do that. So it's just going to take a minute here, guys, to get the water out. Now to put the water back in, I did have a pump that I was using, but unfortunately I broke that, and so I'm going to have to resort to using a measuring cup. No big deal, it works, takes a little longer, but still gets the job done. And I also previously scrubbed the glass before you do your water change. That way you're sucking out all the algae and stuff that you've taken off of the glass. Okay, so we're about there's good. So I do this. Okay. And always put a towel down on the floor, guys and gals, while you're doing this. So I'm just using a measuring cup from the dollar store. And all I'm going to do is replace the water. So all the contents of this I'm just going to have like that, and simply pour it back into the tank. So fairly simple to do. A lot of people get scared by saltwater tanks. They think the upkeep on them is, you know, a lot harder than a freshwater tank. It's a little bit more time. I wouldn't say it's harder. A little more time consuming. But the results are definitely worth the extra time that you put into it. So instead of having you guys sit here and keep watching me do this here, I will just leave it at that. I still got time to work with before the pumps turn back on. So yeah, guys, that's how you do a water change on your reef tank. So I'll just go over things again quickly here. So you want to mix up your water. Most companies suggest 24 to 48 hours of mixing time with a heater and a pump before you use the water. That'll allow all the crystals and stuff, the salt to dissolve, and your pH levels to get to the right place. The next thing you want to do is wash your hands without soap. Just use hot water, wash your hands. That way you're not contaminating your reef tank. And you will need a couple buckets or a garbage can. Some people use the big food grade garbage cans. Those are fine too if you're doing larger water changes. Your other bucket or can would be for your dirty water. So that's about it, guys. Not much more to say on that. If you have any questions or comments, just please ask and I will answer them to the best of my abilities. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.